Hey guys, Sacdaddy here with my third Let's Play video in my Morrowind for Beginners series. Now, in this playthrough, we are playing a stealth character, and with that, I decided for us to join the Thieves Guild. Thieves Guild is a pretty good start if you want to start getting some of your stealth skills up with relatively low danger, in the first few quests at least. Now, where we are at, we are in the South Wall Corner Club of Balmora. It is in the south. If you are coming from the Siltstrider, it is right to your right and in the corner. Now, to join the Thieves Guild, you just have to talk to this Khajiit right here, Sugar Lips Habasi. You just say, yeah, let me in. And the first job she'll get you is steal some diamonds from Nalcaria the Alchemist. And so, I'll walk us through this first quest here. But I'm not going to do too many of the Thieves Guild quests, as most of them are pretty self-explanatory as long as you listen to the directions they give you. Also, I don't want to spoil the entire game for you guys. This is a series to help you guys get into the game, not watch someone else play it, right? So, Alcaria the Alchemist is going to be up here with the Great Manor houses, the Great Hlaalu houses, up in the upper region. But to get to the south wall, like I was saying, here's the Siltstrider. If you're coming right off it, it's right to your right, and it's right over there. Remember guys, I am using the Morrowind Rebirth mod pack. It does change Balmora to look for the better in my opinion. But the city is definitely going to look different for you if you are playing vanilla. Everything will still be in the same place, so wherever I go will still be there, unless it is an add-on of Rebirth, which I am not going to really do much. I'm only going to go to vanilla places. But as you can see, this mod does add quite a bit, like this guy right here, little weapon sailor. So I urge you guys to grab this mod pack, Morrowind Rebirth. It is fantastic. It's really instilled a new love of Morrowind for me. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to steal from Nalcaria, which I believe is this one right here. Yep. And it's locked, so we're gonna wait a few hours until, you know, standard operating hours. So you come in here, and her diamonds are gonna be downstairs, but there's also some right here that are easier to get to. So there's my lockpick. And just kinda pick it till you get it. Make sure you rest and your fatigue is at full, or else your lockpicking will be subpar. My goodness. I really had a bunch of just... There we go. Here's 3 diamonds. This is what Sugar Lips wants. If you are an alchemist, diamonds are an ingredient you can use. Very expensive one, but one that is used in several potions. A lot of poisons use those. So, you've stolen from Nalcaria. Now you're just going to go back to Sugar Lips. And she'll give you, I can't remember what the reward is, I think it's like 500 gold. The rewards really aren't that great starting out, but the further you go, the better they are. And if they ever give you like a mission that says, you know, optional, do this, always do the optional parts because you'll get a nice little bonus there, which is usually an enchanted item that is quite nice. Hey, shut the fuck up, lady. Okay, maybe I am a little disgusting, but it doesn't give her the right to say it. So, head back to the South Wall Corner Club. Habasi is right over here. Yep, got your diamond. And what did she give me? Oh, an invisibility potion. That's terrible. And the next job is getting a key to Narano Manor. But that's where we're going to stop here. Thieves Guild quests is one of my favorites. I don't want to spoil it too much. Although the early ones are just kind of snatch and grab quests. But we left off the last video with Kai's giving us a quest to go to Vivek City and to gather some information about the Nerevarine cult. and I'm going to kind of show you where these guys are at, as it took me a little while to find them, because, well, some of them are self-explanatory, but there's one, a deer near, who is kind of hidden a little bit. So I'm going to show you guys where that's at. And I'm also going to show you what Rebirth does to Vivek, just kind of, because I feel it adds a very nice aspect to it. But Rebirth adds this little landing pad here, where the Silt Strider's at, and this little boat dock here, which isn't there before. And this is something that I really like. This is probably my favorite part of the mod package right here, because Vivek City is like this central hub of Vardenfell. Not central, it's at the southern tip, but it's like the biggest city in Vardenfell, and the way to the Silt Strider is just on a hill, naturally. Like, if you don't have Rebirth, there's just this bridge, and then this will just be kind of like a little green hill. And it doesn't really make sense for the largest city in Vardenfell to start out that way. This is kind of a great introduction area that I feel really sets a tone and is honestly a little bit lore friendly. So I really like this. Makes sense. For some reason, I'm not sure which mod it is, but I have a mod in here that's kind of messing with the Ordinator's helms. They look pretty scary. So now I'm going to show you where the first guy's at. The first guy is going to be in the foreign quarter. I like to use these big ramps here to boost my acrobatic skill, as you can spam the jump. So let's see if I remember exactly where he is. I think I do. Yep. So the first guy, I believe, is Hulia. He's in the foreign quarter, and he's right in here. And he is being held here by these guys. These guys are racist. They hate Argonians, and they don't want him to leave. They want to fight him. So we're going to help him out here. You talk to him. He says, yeah, I'd love to go to the bookstore with you, but we got these troublesome fools, these racist thugs. He doesn't want to tarnish his Morag Tong honor. He's an assassin. So he asks us to deal with him. So one of the easiest things to do is bribe him. And make sure your fatigue's up. Filthy lizard. Yeah, they don't like him. So if you persuade him... Ooh. There we go. Come on, don't take too much gold. Come on, you like us. There we go. Now say filthy lizard again. And he'll say he'll leave him alone. So it costs us like, what, 400 gold? And that's why it's nice to kind of make sure you're selling stuff to Creeper, because you're going to have to find a lot of dumbasses you're going to have to bribe or kill. So talk to him again, and he'll travel with us. And we'll go to Jobash's rare books. Come on, buddy. Jobasha is just on the other side of this. He's right over here. At the end of the hall, there'll be a little sign for bookstore. There it is. Make sure he's right next to you when you go in, or else you have to come get him. He'll say, yo, thanks. And he'll start dialogue up right away and start giving you all the information that you need that he knows. I'm not going to go over it in this video, as I feel, reading it is much more useful. He has a lot of information. That's Hulia. He is the first part of this quest. The next one is going to be a Diranir, and I don't remember exactly which one she's in. Let's find out. So a Diranir, come on, a Diranir. St. Alms, okay. So worst part about Vivek is walking all over the place, as it can be quite far to each of the cantons. And I'm not sure if my quick save trick will work here, as it wasn't working earlier in one of my videos. We will test it. What I like to do here That's what I've done a lot. A little bit of cheese. New save game. Actually, we'll just save on stealth. You want to do a save, regular save on the ground, that way you have one to go back to. But what you do is you jump down, quick save right before you hit the ground. There we go. For some reason this is working in Vivek, but it was not working in the Nerano tomb where I tried it. But you can do that here. A little bit of cheese to make traveling the cantons a little bit easier. And I believe this one is St. Alms right over here. La di da da. La di da do. Let's check this. This might be it. It might not be it. Ah, I was correct. They get a little. You get them mixed up sometimes because they all look the same except for the banners. So you want to come up here, spamming your jump, of course. And a deer near is hidden because this guy is looking for her. And this guy is a census and Exus agent. So, to find Hulia, not Hulia, sorry, a deer near. You're gonna come over here. So I'm pretty sure it's this one. Oh, through the door, sorry. And she is in the underworks. Somewhere underneath here. I think this is her right here. Yes, a deer near. Sorry for the terrible gamma. Hi, Census Nexus is troubling her. Oh, yeah, so we gotta help her out. She's a smuggler who does not want to get deported. So you come up, and we're gonna talk to the Census and Exus man. He's pretty easy to get rid of. Where'd he go? Oh, here you are. So you talk to him and say, yeah, he left. Or she left. She's gone. And then you just go back down and talk to a deer near. I went down the wrong one. Gosh darn it. She might be this way, or she's at the other side completely. She's at the other side completely, so. My mistake. Everything looks so similar here. It can be a little confusing sometimes if you get turned around. So through that door, there we go. Now we jump down here. Yep, there's the dark elf. And here's the deer in there. So we talk to her. She says she's happy to help you. So just exhaust everything. Thieves Guild, smuggling, 6th house, yep. So she tells you a little bit. I suggest reading that, just as it's very interesting. It's the lore of the game. That's why we're playing this game. So now we have one last person to talk to, and that is Mayra Milo.
What is it?
Oh, these guys are trapping me in. And she's in the library in the temple, which is right over here. Find the bridge. We're going to save. Stealth. And then jump for it. Quick save before you hit the bottom. And I fucked up, so we're gonna reload real quick. My mistake. Not too long, not too much of a screw up. See, that's why I save, so I don't have to, you know, change too much. Save, and we're on the ground, and we're going again. Now we are looking for the library. I believe it is just up these steps. Library of Vivek. Perfect. So Mayor Milo is a priestess here. Here she is. She wants you to talk to the back. Make it look like she's just going to give us a little handy, a little slow blow in the back of the library. Promiscuous. But in reality, we're heretics.
Haven't I heard of you?
So talk to her when she turns around. She'll tell you all about the Nerevarine cult, the dissident priest she knows, and she'll tell you about this book, The Progress of Truth, which you need to know about. So there is one in the library. She tells you not to take it because it's being watched, and that book is actually right here, Progress of Truth. But since we like to cheese, we're going to. Make sure to drop anything you have that's stolen. I can't exactly remember what's stolen that I have. Can't be too much. Oop, those diamonds are. I want to keep those. But otherwise, just drop what you think you have stolen. Take the book. Drop it on the ground. Uh-oh. Pay the gold. They're chill with you now. Pick it back up. Let's see what I had that was stolen. Not too much. Looks like my arrows was really the extent of my stolen goods. And there's the book. And that you have to bring back to Caius. If you don't want to do that little bit of cheese, there is a
Move along.
one you can get normally from a bookseller, but you have to track that one down. And I do not like doing that, so I like the cheese. Now I'm trying to remember how to get out of here as quickly as I can. I always get lost in this damn place. Alright, Hall of Justice. This is the Ordinator's Hall. This has got to be a way out. Temple, yep. That is Vivek's temple up there. You have to go talk to him for the main quest a little later. For now, we're just going to head back to Caius and complete this. And that is going to be the second mission? Yeah, second mission of the main quest. Which, you know, so far is not too involved. Getting little snippets of lore and kind of the reasons why you're doing things, which will start to get explored the more you work on it. And at this point in the game, if you keep continuing with the main quest, you'll eventually get to a part where it's kind of, you're fighting some enemies that are a little too tough for you. So what I would do here is, if you're a stealth warrior or a stealth fighter, if you're a stealth character, I would go and do the Thieves Guild quests, join other factions, maybe the Imperial Cult would be a good one, and just kind of start work on your skills. Even just exploring and kind of going through some dungeons close to Sacdaddy or Balmora, and just kind of like working your way through the world and gaining levels, experience, skills, better gear. Because if you keep continuing with the main quest and you just keep going ham, things are going to start getting really hard for you. Also, this game has got an immense world that is really fun to explore, so why not explore it? There is so much. There is a there's a location, I'll say, that is southeast of Peligate. It's on a little hill. There's a little watchtower. And when you're about level probably 15 or 20, I would suggest going there. And there's a really awesome lore-driven dungeon delve, and it is really fun. There's some great gear at the end of it, and it's just overall a great place to explore. I remember in my last playthrough is when I actually found it. I hadn't been there before, and it is honestly just fun as hell. I really love delving into places in this game, especially the ones where you'll find notes of people who have died there, and you know, just the way the bodies are laid out kind of tells a story. The developers really put a lot of heart into this game, and it definitely shows, which is why this game has continued to be one of my favorite games of all time, just because of all the work that was put into it, and the heart and soul. You can see that the developers really worked hard, and they really tried to put as much into the game as they could. Oh, I guess I went the wrong way. Where the hell is the landing pad? Goodness gracious. As you can see, Vivek is definitely a confusing place, but a lot of stuff to do here, a lot of people to meet, a lot of stuff to read, a lot of quests to be given. Remember that Vivek City is, yeah, that's the 4 1/4. You can tell because 4 1/4 has the extra floor. Most only have 2. 4 1/4's got that third one right there. They've got lower wasteworks, upper wasteworks, and then they have the top platform where the Fighters Guild and the Mages Guild are. And if you're trying to travel between places, the Mages Guild, remember, are sometimes a really good alternative to be using, especially if you're in the Fighters Guild. A lot of times it's really nice to be using the Mages Guild for transport, as the Fighters Guild and Mages Guild are usually right next to each other. So if you're trying to find quick travel, especially in Vivek, you know, if you're going from like Fighters Guild in Balmora to Fighters Guild in Vivek, you can just like take the Mages Guild because they're both right next to each other. It's really convenient, and the Mages Guild prices are actually pretty reasonable. Especially since if you know how to work the economy, you can be, you know, thousandaire a few minutes into the game. So here's the landing pad. We're gonna head back to Caius. He's gonna give us a little bit more lore, kind of explain to us a little bit more what we're doing. And, you know, at this point in the game, you've kind of got a pretty good start. You've got, you know, right now we've got chitin armor, we've got a short bow and some arrows. If you picked a class and race that really works together well, like Wood Elf, I'm mainly being an archer, your skills are going to be pretty good realm. Then at this point in the game, you're actually not doing too bad. You've got some money. If you need, you can buy some better armor, or just kind of go exploring and getting some better ones. If you're looking for light armor, you can always go to Ghost Gate. There's a closet there that has plenty of glass armor, which is really the best light armor in the game. So, you know, at this point, the only thing left to do is play the game. Caius is this way. Ah, getting lost.
I could kill that one. Those are ruined.
And if you have the Morrowind Rebirth pack, they added the sewers to the city, which is really fun to delve into. It's a really interesting place to go exploring. So here's Caius. Bam. So talk to him, and he'll make orders. He's promoting us, gives us a little bit of money, and basically he says he's not ready. Essentially means, you know, you gotta wait like 2 or 3 days. He says do freelance work, but I'm kind of in the same realm of Caius.
Greetings to you.
At this point in
A
the
pleasure to
story,
meet you.
I would definitely go make sure you're joining other factions like the Thieves Guild. Um, I would probably do Imperial Cult. Imperial Legion's always a solid one that most characters can do pretty easily. You can really join any faction and do those quests early, as the skill requirements don't really start to matter until you get promoted a few times. And most characters can do any of the quests, which is definitely going to be good to kind of get you exploring the world and get you into different areas, doing different things. If you're a mage, actually, if you're really anyone, I would suggest kind of going over to Telvanni, joining their house, because they have some really interesting quests and some really interesting characters. If you're a fighter, Redoran is a really good house to join. That's in Alderaan, which is over here. And Hlalu is the money house. The quests offer some pretty damn good cash rewards if that's what you're into. So at that point in the game, that's kind of what I would be doing. Make sure you work on your skills. Remember, major skills and minor skills, when you upgrade them, kind of go towards your traits. These aren't traits, what are these? I guess traits, I'll say that. And they go to upgrading those. You really want to be making the most out of those. Remember, 10 upgrades of any one contributing attribute. That's what I was looking for. If you upgrade marksman 10 points, you'll be able to get agility. It'll be +5. So make sure you're making the most out of that, getting the most skill points you can out of every level, so you can upgrade those. And that's pretty much what you need to know to start out, guys. This game is fantastic. The world is diverse and beautiful. There's so much to be exploring, to be seeing. Even if you get a little too carried away and you want to explore, you get some item that lets you levitate. You can just go into the Red Mountain here, and there's all kinds of great items. And if you're not fighting the spellcasters, you can probably kill most of the things in there except for the ash vampires. Or you can just kind of go explore wherever. There's so many dungeons, so many caves, all kinds of lore-driven activity. And that's all I've got for you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for supporting me. Follow me on Twitter if you want to, and just watch for some more videos. I really thank you for your support, guys, and most importantly, have a great day.